two choices, either to click on the ad and take themselves to the landing page or the website of the company of the ad, or else close the ad directly. The third one is video ads. Video ads are quite similar to interstitial because the placement is full screen again in this also. But the only difference is you can see a video that is played before a screenshot is displayed. So there will be a video of around 15 seconds to 60 seconds that is played. And there are two options. You can either watch the video if you like, or you can skip it, and it will take you to the screenshot where you can actually download, go to the landing page where you can download the app that you want, or you can just close it. Now there are few best. These are the few best ad networks that at least I've been through. There's HazeApp, Chartboost, Tapjoy, Mobub, Millennial Media, AdMob, and InMobi. By far, according to me, AdMob has done really well for me, at least. Now let's look at the advertising models now. So there are three types of advertising models, which are there are more, but these three models are basic and very important models. So first one is a CPM. It's called cost per mil. Second is CPC, cost per click, and the third is CPI, that is cost per install. Let's look at each of them step by step. So CPM stands for cost per mil. Now, mil is a Latin word which means 1,000. So CPM is basically cost per 1,000 impressions. So in this, advertisers pay ad networks on every 1,000 impressions that they give to their ad. Now, advertisers who are mostly interested in brand awareness or conversions, so people who care about just showing their ads and not taking the users from the ad to the landing page or the website where they can download the app, these are the advertisers who are most interested in CPM. So let's say, for an example, Book My Show introduces a new app. Now, Book My Show runs a CPM campaign through any ad network, and they are not at all interested in people seeing the ad, then clicking the ad, and going onto the landing page where they can download the actual Book My Show app. But they just want their ad to be seen by millions of users. That's the only objective of CPM. Now, the only drawback of this CPM campaign is you are not guaranteed installs for this. So you cannot really rely on, after running the CPM campaign, you cannot say that you'll get this many X number of installs after running this kind of campaign. You have to just focus on spreading your ad in different devices. So sometimes networks can provide you with a low fill rate. Now, fill rate is basically a term which is a rate at which a publisher or a game requests an ad to the ad network, and the ad network fetches the ad back to the game. So that rate is called as fill rate. Now, to get a 100% benefit from this fill rate, it should be always 100%. The fill rate should always be 100%, but ideally, it's around something between 90s and 99%. So that's one of the drawback of CPM. The second is the CPC campaign. It's called as cost per click. Now, in this, advertisers pay ad networks on per click. Now, this is basically preferred by data-oriented advertisers. Now, the objective of CPC campaign is generating clicks back to the landing page or the website. So people who are mostly interested in showing their landing pages where they can show a lot more information to the users are interested in CPC campaigns. So people click on the ad, and then when they land on the website or the landing page where they can download the app, at that time only advertisers are charged per click by the ad networks. Now, in this also, installs are not guaranteed. So these guys focus on creating very high creative ads so that they urge users to click on their ads and take them to the landing page. The third one is the CPI campaign. It's called as cost per installs. Now, in this, advertisers pay ad networks on per installs. Now, the very big benefit of using CPI is you know how much installs you can get by running this campaign. Now, basically, people who are more interested in getting download numbers run this kind of campaigns. So the difference between the first two, the CPM, C and CPI, is the bids are always higher as compared to CPM and CPC. But they're feasible because you know that you'll be getting installs for sure. Now, how does an ad network works? Here's a small flowchart that I've created. So on the top right corner, you can see are the advertisers. So these are the people who want their ad to be displayed in the games. Now, let us say in this example, there are two advertisers. So let's say Yamaha and Samsung is interested in showing their ads to the people. In the middle is an ad network. The objective of the ad network is they take ads from advertisers and they show the ads to the users through the game by analyzing the kind of user. On the left-hand side are the game publishers. Now, publishers, these are the publishers of the game in which the ads will be displayed. So, let's say in this example, the publisher is a publisher of Flappy Bird, and the game is a Flappy Bird where the ad will be displayed. And on the far end is a gamer who can actually see your ad. So in this whole scenario, let's say the user, so let's say the game publisher is interested in adding and implementing an ad mob network to the game, ad unit to the game. So let's say that publisher puts an ad mob unit to the game Flappy Bird. Now, what happens is when a player is playing a game, he clicks on the game requests an ad from the ad network. Now, what happens here is the ad network actually analyzes the player by his previous searches. As this is a Google network, they can easily identify the kind of user. So let's say this guy is interested in bikes, and the ad is requested to the ad network. So ad network searches for a particular ad that can fit the user. So it chooses a Yamaha ad from the list, and it shows into the game. So that is how it works. So because showing a Samsung ad to a guy who is not interested in mobile phones is of no use, because at that time the CTR rate will always be low. CTR is basically a click-through rate, where the rate is the impressions upon the clicks. So people will not click on the ad if they are not interested in it. So this is how an ad network works. Now, let's remove the other things and just focus on advertisers and publishers. I call it the two ends. Now, in this example, let's say Sega is the advertiser, and they want to advertise their games Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing in different games through an ad network. Now, what happens here is Sega has three options. Now, if they opt for a CPM campaign, they'll push their ad. They decide a certain amount with the ad network, and they push the ad through the games. Now, Sega will be only charged when the ad will be displayed in the game, and there will be 1,000 impressions for that ad. So only that time Sega will be charged if they run a CPM campaign. In CPC campaign, if the player clicks on the ad, at that time they are charged for the click. And in third case, where they use a CPI campaign, only when a player sees the ad, clicks it, goes to the landing page, and downloads the game, At that time, Sega is charged. And on the other side, publisher is always getting revenue from all the three types. It doesn't matter what advertiser is choosing, what kind of model is it choosing. He always gets money for impressions, clicks, and downloads that are displayed from his game. Now, I'll present a case study of our own game, that is Parking Evolution 3D. We launched this game a few months back, and this game is free to play. It is full of advertisements. We have monetized it so well that we are not hampering the user experience with this. It has a banner ad and an interstitial ad. This is a level-based game, so we have used an interstitial after every 4 or 5 levels so that it does not hamper the experience. It's a 150 level game, and it just fits in 23 MB. Now, its visibility is all over on Android, iOS, and Windows Phone, and we are also trying to launch it on BlackBerry. Now, till now, the game has around 450,000 downloads, out of which, if you just segregate 150 downloads which were paid, rest all downloads are completely organic. Now, here's a graph. Now, we launched this game, and in the first week, we started getting downloads of around 50 to 200 downloads per day. Now, what we did was, at the end of first week, we were not earning much. We were earning something in $0.5 to around $2 in first week. What we did was we analyzed the countries in which the game was doing well. So we had Google Analytics and Flurry, which helped us to analyze and track the players. So we came to know that it was doing really well in Saudi Arabia. So we were getting few amount of downloads, but it was doing well in Saudi Arabia. So in the second week, what we did was we published this game to different alternate Android stores. So Google Play Store is not the only market. There are 70 different online app stores, Android app stores, that you can publish your game to. So a few of them are Mobango, SlideMe, Amazon, and Nook. So we pushed our game to these networks too. Now we started getting downloads from both the things, so alternate networks as well as Google Play Store. Now by the end of second week, we were already earning around $7 to $8 with this game. Now what we did was we simultaneously started working on an update of this game. And this game was initially launched as a 40-level game. So we made more 40 levels, and we decided to launch an update by the end of third week. Now what we did was, in the middle of this second and the third week, we launched an update for this game. And at the same time, we ran a CPI campaign, that is a cost per install campaign, in Saudi Arabia only. So what happened was, surprisingly, by the end of third week and mid fourth week, we jumped from 500 downloads to directly 4,000 plus downloads. Now, what exactly happened here is, with those, so we ran a campaign of just $100. So we ran a $25 campaign at 4 different times, and we got around 150 paid downloads with this campaign. Now, we ran a CPI campaign, so we were only charged when people actually downloaded the game. But prior to that, people were actually seeing the ad in different games. So we were not charged when people were seeing the ad. So we got a lot of impressions with this. We got a lot of clicks. People visited the landing page, the website, where they can download it. And we were only charged when people actually downloaded the game. So it got spread, and these 150 downloads got eventually converted into organic downloads. So that also helped us on alternate stores when people came to know about the game. Now, at the same time, in the middle of fourth and fifth week, we got featured on the alternate store, that is SlideMe, for around 2 weeks. So the downloads maintained its consistency, and we got around 4,000 to 5,000 downloads for around 2 to 3 weeks. Then it started dropping, but in the 6th week, we were already earning $50 to $60 per day with this game. Then we started working. When we realized that the graph is falling, we started making an update for the game, the second update for the game. And by the end of 8th week, when we realized it was falling, we again launched a second update. But at the end of 8th week, we were earning around $150 to $180 per day with this game. And after that, when we launched an update, we again ran a CPI campaign, and the graph again went up. So it's just continuing currently, and we are earning enough money with this. It was just a fun game that we wanted to take it to the market, to test the market, but we are earning enough with this game. So finally, a small tip. To succeed with your game on Google Play Store, the only objective that you should have is take your game from top new free category to top free category. Your game will automatically make average downloads. Now, how to do that is, when you publish a game, so let's say you have a racing game. So when you publish a game, you have to mention a category of your game. So there are different categories like casual, arcade, simulation, racing. So select the category of your game. So let's say here we select racing category. Now this category has subcategories in it. Subcategories are top paid, top new paid, top free, and top new free, and the last is trending category. Now when your game goes up in the market, in the first, on the second day, it gets displayed in the top new free category. It could be in around 400 or 500 ranks, something between 400 to 500. So once you track that, you keep an update ready for your game. So my experience is that you should have your update ready to be launched on around 12th or 13th day of your game when it's launched. Now what happens here is you actually have around 30 days of time to get your game from top new free category to top free, because your game stays in top new free category for only 30 days. Now if you try and get your game into top 20 in this top new free category, your game will automatically jump into top free category with great numbers. Now, if you manage to get your game in top 20 in top new free on the 29th day, then it's of no use, because it will stay there for just one more day. So actually, you have just 20 days to take your game from top new free to top free by taking it into top 20. So we basically prefer using CPI campaigns to push it. So the logic is simple. If you're trying your best to make a game, you're spending time, you're spending efforts, you're spending money to make your game. So making a game is not just enough. It's just a 50% task. You have to advertise your game. So so according to me, it's you have to spend some money on your advertising so that people come to know about your game, and you get some guaranteed installs with that. Now, if you do that in the first 20 days, you don't have to worry about the next few months, because if it comes in top new free category in the first 20 days, it remains there for next 10 days, and you get, because the mentality of people here is when they want to search a game, they go into a top new free category, and they just search for the first page. Now, first page consists of just 20 games. Nobody cares to look at the other games. So you get a lot of downloads if your game comes in top 20 in the first month. So try pushing your game as far as you can in top 10 or top 20, and you'll automatically jump in top free category. So that's how you have to work on your game. Talk to guys, talk to your friends and to get feedbacks, improve your game, and keep on working hard in the first 20 days. That's the exact time where you have to push your game really hard. So that's it from me. Thank you.
So guys, we have time for a few questions, maybe about 4-5. Have the mics around on both sides, please. Here and here.
Hi, good morning. My question is relating to, my question is relating to that, that first 20, what you said, like getting to the 20 ratings, right? What if we upload a game and through the groups and other, if we get the download at around, you can say 500 to 600 in first 10 days, will it go directly to the top 20 or top 10, or is it like is there any ratio where we can get like in top 10?
No, it won't directly jump there, but it obviously it jumps by around 10-20 numbers. So when the game is launched, is more than 400 rank, but the harder you push, you'll get you'll rank the game up by around 20-25 numbers. So you won't get that directly, but it'll take you time. So every day you have to get some more ratings. So the ranking is basically ranking depends on the ratings, the downloads, and the time period in which you get the downloads. So if you get 1,000 downloads in one day, your game will jump by a much higher number. If the same thing happens, so you get 1,000 downloads in 5 days, it'll jump, but it'll jump by just 2 or 3 ranks. Okay. So you have to keep on gradually pushing the game, gradually posting your game into forums, and tell people to play your game and get feedbacks with them. So the ratings also, the ranking also depends on ratings. So getting a 1-star rating won't take you up. You need a 5-star rating, you need a 4-star rating to get the game up.
One other thing is that I've seen a lot of games which got like 5 stars, like 5-star rating. But when you see the game and when you see the reviews, it's just like 10-15 people had said, nice, and blah, 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 and give smileys and stuff like that. And when you download the game is not that good. And when we see on the top chart, they are like on the top.